Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your time zone. This is your host, Dr. Peter. Welcome to today's or this week update on our instruments. So far, we have seen some reactions and some corrections. And for me, up till now, this is a correction. We are yet to see or to confirm if what we want to do now is to do a deep pullback or a correction. But in terms of, this is DXY on daily time frame, but in terms of the structure for me looks rather incomplete. It is not just the price action that you need, or the kind of reactions that you are seeing that is enough for you to interpret. You have to look at the wave and the structure. If I zoom in or zoom out for you, we have talked a lot about what is developing here, and which can be a corrective wave that is not complete to the downside from here, or it can be a beginning of a new trend, and we'll get to see if that is the case. But for now, we are dealing with it as an ABC correction on the higher time frame. We said this is like an A structure. In between here, it's a B structure that is completed, and that this at least has to give us an 100% extension to the downside, which we are not there yet. Around this area, is where we expect an 100% extension. Now, if this is a C structure, we expect a 5-wave format to the downside, to complete a zigzag, which rightfully looks like is what is going to give us. And price had broken down the low here that it has done about 3 years ago. This was like around 2023. That was July, and price had broken down low here now. So now we are focusing on this structure. This last structure, in terms of its wave, we can see that this looks like a wave 1, a wave 2, then the wave 3. And like I said, we've been looking for a correction similar to this to give us a wave 4. And this, to me, is a wave 4. This, to me, is a wave 4 that I think is completed. It's a zigzag and is completed. So let me zoom in. So if this wave is completed, so we need a drop. So if you want to sell DXY, you should be selling DXY. You should have been selling DXY from this point here. A break out of 102.0 to the upside, and with the price action, sitting on top, a close of a daily candle or 4-hour candle above 102 signifies that the dollar now has resumed its bullishness. But from the structure point of view and the wave point of view, we expect the dollar to drop. Now, so what is going to confirm on the daily time frame is when we see that below this resistance and this support here, a break below 100.2, a break below 100.2 with price with daily candle closing below it, or 4-hour candle closing below it. When something closes, it means that it forms a full body. Okay, so it closed up below this area, signifies that now we have confirmed the resumption of a bearish move. So what we expect on the dollar is a bearish move, which it should drop. Now, but within this area now, like we said, that this is a zigzag. We have an A wave, A of B, B of B, and a C of B, and a C wave to have completed a zigzag here. Now, the way we look at this as an A of A, B of B, and C of B, and a C wave, that is what we should look if this also is completed on the lower time frame, if we are to thrust down. This is an inside bar on the daily time frame to signify that this bar in itself, its appearance is significant enough to tell us that the bears dollar is about falling again. Now, if we look at the 4-hour time frame, I'm using DXY to explain. If you look at the 4-hour time frame now, so we see this as the first move of at least an A wave to the downside, that we are coming back to downside. This is the inside bar. Now, this is A or B. Okay. Now, this is the inside bar, which is the first move to the downside. We now see this move as a correction, okay? So this is the inside bar that tells us that it's like we are done correcting to the upside, except we break this area again, that now this is the first move to the downside. We are seeing this as a correction to the upside. Now, in that seeing this as a correction to the upside, we say this is an A wave. We now say in a B wave, A of B, B of B, and a C of B, this is seen as a C wave. So, which may mean that this correction also looks completed. It looks completed. We may see one more eye, but which I'm doubting in a way. With what price has done here, I'm doubting that we're going to see a one more eye. I don't think that price will break 101,300 again. From what I'm seeing here, this price action, you can see 1 hour price action, and this move to the downside might signal the end of the correction, and the price may start falling. And when it begins to fall, of course, we have to first look at an 100% extension to the downside at least. And as it's now going to be giving us, maybe a motive wave to the downside, as we're expecting a wave 5 to unfold. If this is a wave 4, a wave 5 to unfold, that will break low of here. Now, to further explain what I'm seeing here in the micro structure, we had confirmed that now this is completed, that this is like an A wave of a big correction of wave 4, A of B, B of B, and a C of B, and a C of C. Now, this now, it's a new move to us, and we say this is an A of B, B of B, sorry, okay, this is a new move to us. Now, in terms of correction, this is a first wave of correction, A of B, B of B, C of B, and a C wave. Now, looking at this C wave, is this C wave is completed for us to thrust down and break down, we need to break 100, 0.2 to confirm that we are clear to come down. So if I quickly push to 15 minutes time frame, on the 15 minutes time frame, so we are seeing a formation here that this looks like, because if it's a C wave, it should be a 5 waves format. This looks like a wave 1, A, B, C of a wave 2, and is this a wave 3? So if it's a wave 3 and it's completed, if it is a wave 3 and it's completed, then we should be looking at this as possible wave 4. We should be looking at this as a possible wave 4. If it's a possible wave 4, we know that in a corrective wave format, wave 4 here can still encroach the vicinity of wave 1 around this area. But we have to look at the impulsive nature of this wave 3 here, because eventually they may have done a wave 3 here, a wave 4, and a wave 5, that this might be a beginning of a new wave. So the answer lies here. which I think we are looking like we are in a new wave already. The answer lies here. If we take this one as the first move, even if you say this is an A, B, C, so, and we want to see that we don't break 1618. So if we come from the top here, then we come to the low here, and we take it to the top here, around this area. This is where 1618 is. So breaking the low of breaking wave one to the downside and more than, let's say, this area, I will use a green coloration for it. Once we break that area to the downside, confirm that this one can never be a wave four. But from what we know from Elliot's wave perspective, that a 3.8, this is a 3.8, this is a 50. If we need to get a reaction now, so we should be getting a reaction to the upside here. We should be getting a reaction to the upside here. So that's what I'm trying to say. It may just be beginning of the move to the downside, because this is 38 has been broken. This is a 50. We may get a reaction. If we get a reaction at the opening of the market to the upside, then we should wait for it if it's going to break up and come to this area and begin to fall. But it might just be that we are done completely and that this is about coming to the downside. If I take this up again, I've told us where to expect a move to the downside. Like I said, a break below this area confirms that we are bearish again. But I'm saying that even before we get to this point, it looks likely that we are about changing all of that and begin to come down. So is it that we come down straight from here, or we break up one more time to come down? That is what I can see. The higher time frame, if you go, like I said, the higher mode, if you go to the daily time frame here, I'm giving us too much. The higher time frame, you can see the pin bar here means that the direction of the trade is still bearish to break down. So the thing is that, are we done here? So this is where to break 100.2. So if we go to Euro USD, the same thing is an inverse of DXY on daily time frame. If we should break low of, is a top order to break this now. It looks completed. I don't see that we should break 1.10500. I don't even think that price now, if it should close below 1.10800. If we should close below 1.10800, then we might be looking at a bearish move. But for now, once price takes out 1.12650 to the upside, then we are going back bullish to break this top. So if you want to be buying, you should have been buying from this area. Price may not break this area again. So price may not come to break 11,300 again, but we should still look at the possibility of the price coming one more time to break down before it goes up. The direction looks more like we are done correcting with 4, that we're not coming to break 1.10500, but we are going to the upside. Again, looking at the 4-hour time frame, the 4-hour time frame, we may have done, this is the first move to the upside, A wave, A of B, B of B, and a C of B, and that we are seeing the internal correction here. as the fifth wave, a 1, 2, 3, but the depth of this movement shows that we may actually have finished the correction here. This is more to me than a wave 4. It's more than a wave 4. It's more than a wave 4. So we are going deep, and if we should break this area, a 75 retracement to the upside here shows clearly that we are going back up even before we break this area. So for me, this looks completed to the downside. This looks like a first impulse. This is a corrective format, like a wave 2 of this move. The first move of wave 5, the first wave of wave 5, this is like wave 2 of wave 5 of the bigger time frame. So we might just be going up to break up. Now looking at pound USD. Let's look at the 3 time frame on pound USD. So the pound USD, this now looks like a wave 4 that we are going up. This has been a correction. So it's like a flag. This looks like a bullish flag that may not actually, come to take more low, but a break below 1.3200, a break below this area may signify that we are going bearish again. So this support here and this support here, 3200. So, but we may, have completed this correction here. If this is the first move, A, B, C to the downside, but I should have expected that this may still, the price may be shocking to have some sharp movement to the downside before we go up, but it looks pretty contracted around this area. But it looks like we're still going bullish. Now the NZD USD, this one looks clear enough that on the strength of the daily price action here, we probably had seen the first move. We may be correcting whatever this one gives us. If we break up this area again, then we are going up. Also looking like a flag to push up. Once we finish with 5 on the DXY, then we can begin to look for a much bigger correction of an ABC. Now, looking at USD JPY, looks rather very funny. We have to be very careful because we may have done an A with a B in the middle and a C. If it's to give us a WXY, whereby this becomes an ABC of a W, an X, and a Y. This looks incomplete for a Y. We may still have this as an A of Y, a B, and a C of Y. So the area, if we get a push to break this area now, around this area, we may be getting, if you're going to have a bigger WXY, we may be seeing reaction around 151,400 area for us to complete this move before we fall. But a break below this area, a break below 142, signifies that we are done, with the bullish move and that we are breaking to the downside. So you have to be very careful. If you look at the weekly time price action, the mood of the weekly time price action now, if this was like a bullish candle, like a green candle with this move, I would have said that, we are still going up at least to test this area. But if it closes like a bearish candle like this, if it closes like that, probably the most we can just get is some movement to correct before we fall. So we have to be very careful with that. If we go to gold, gold also, it's very kind of tricky because at the end of the day, we may have just finished an ABC of a W, an X, and a Y. With this move here, we may actually be going back to break up and continue with 5. What will confirm that we are done and we are done and we are on course for wave 5 is a breakout of 34, 35. So once we break 34, 35, that is a confirmation is wave 5. But before then, what can we see on the daily time frame? We still expect a break to the upside, really, on gold, which might be the last break before we. So the mood here, it's kind of funny because this looks like, we thought it was going to be bullish and we correct wave 2 to go up, that this would have ended ABC of that wave 4, but it turned out to be an X wave here. So if it's an X wave here, then we need to see a proper 5 waves structure to the downside to have completed this. So this is what we are going to be looking at. Have we done, a proper wave, 5 waves to the downside? Otherwise, this may just go up one more time without breaking 33.50. To now say that, okay, in this Y wave movement, we've done an A of Y, probably a B of Y, without breaking 33.40. This is 33.50. Without breaking 33.50, might be a B of Y. Then we might see a C of Y to the downside as a proper 5 waves. Otherwise, this may just be a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, probably a wave 4, a wave 5 before we go up. So it's kind of tricky. We just can't be watching for levels, because if you are buying, you should be buying with one eye closed. You should be buying with one eye closed. So this looks like impulsive. This looks like impulsive. This altogether may just be the first wave here. We may have an A, a B, and a C wave without breaking this area. And after then, we might turn down one more time. But if we should break low from here, it's a good one. If you should break low from here, then it makes this one the first wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to the downside. Otherwise, it could be anything now. It could be just an A of a Y leg, and A, B, C of an X of a Y, which now becomes an A and a B of a Y, then the last to fall again. So we have to look for clues, of definitely a break above here signify that we are already in the 5th wave. And with that, I've come to the end of today's update. Look at pay attention more to DXY to get clue on what other instruments are doing. DXY and Euro USD may look more straightforward than other ones. Likewise, I think Pound USD also looks more straightforward. Bye.